deal. And that's the way you have to try to be. Another thing you can do is just agree with the bully. Just go along with it. Yeah, I dress weird. You're right. Go along with it. Because if you just sit there and agree with someone, whatever problem they're trying to cause can't be caused if you don't react to it. It can't be caused if you don't do anything about it. Another thing you can do is just use the same tone. Somebody says something mean to you, use the same tone and say something nice to them. Because if you sit there and you just play their game, they're going to realize it's not getting to you. They're going to realize that whatever they're doing is having no effect on you. And another thing you can do is just use a block. You know, you can try to hurt me, or just push them further. You know, hey, I dare you. I dare you. Because if you sit there and push someone, it can make them realize what they're doing. It can make them realize, you know, hey, why am I acting this way? Why am I doing this? Now, a lot of times people want to help the victim and want to coddle the victim and be there only for them. And they don't realize that the bully themselves could be going through something. The person who is causing the problem obviously has their own problem. And a way you can help this is just get parents involved. You know, tell your mom, be like, yo, this is happening, I don't know what to do, what do you think I should do? You know, go to even the bully's parents if you have to. If you have a friend who completely did a 180 in a week and was like nice to this person and then completely rude out of nowhere, ask them about it. Make them accept responsibility for what they're doing. Make them acknowledge their behavior. Make them understand where their behavior is even coming from. Because when you question it, a lot of times people who are bullying others don't know that they're bullying. And that's what Mackenzie Knaps has taught me. So if you can make someone understand where this behavior is coming from, maybe they'll stop it because they didn't even realize the way that they were acting. And for any faculty that's in here, Ms. Moore's heard me already, immediate and consistent consequences. You can't let people get away with it. You can't be the person who just stands by and lets it happen. Because if it is a dramatic effect, if something really bad does happen to the person who's being picked on, or who your friends even could be targeting, you're going to be the one who just sat by and watched. You're going to be the one who just sat by and let it happen. And you don't want that to have to sit with you. And that's why ways you can help a victim. Stick up for him, step in, like I'll do that. If I see a guy talking to a girl in a way that isn't appropriate or a way that isn't nice, I'm like, hey, you need to stop, dude. Don't talk to her like that. That's not cool. Stick up for him, say something, get involved. Tell someone who you can trust to do something about it. Because often people who are bullying, people who are being bullied aren't going to say anything because either A, they believe nothing's going to be done about it, or B, they think it's just going to get worse. They think nobody cares. They think nobody cares to help. And what you want to do also is just avoid laughing at it. I know I have a very dry sense of humor, and I'll think things are funny that typically aren't very funny to other people. And you have to avoid situations like that. If you can tell someone's being hurt by what's being said, don't just go along with it. Don't just sit there and say, you know, hey, you know what, that was funny. Don't go along with it, because the more people that gather into this, the more people can be hurt. Another thing you can do is just, if you have two friends that are fighting, I do this all the time because my friends are notorious for drama. Sit them down, make them talk it out. Be like, hey, y'all were best friends yesterday. Whatever happened, you need to discuss. You need to figure it out, because I have mutual friends with all of y'all, and I want everyone to be okay with each other. Another thing you can do, just befriend and support the victim. Just be there for them, whatever they need. And with that, I have two speakers from the freshman class.
At the beginning of high school, I thought it was an education and exciting. But as I was attending high school, I was being bullied. not noticing and realizing that I was being bullied or picked on. People used to say people used to say things that I didn't know about, things that I don't take serious and move on. And it started when the bell rang to dismiss all students from 3rd block. So as I was walking to my 4th block, the student threatened me. I felt threatened. So I took it in the right way and told the principal. Eventually, the principal told me to get his name, so I got his name when I went to lunch. Then I walked back to the office to tell him. He told me to wait till 5th hour to call us up on the intercom to talk to us. I had to use the restroom, so between time in the restroom and 5th hour, he was standing in front of the restroom door. Then he started charging at me, so I wanted to defend myself. All of a sudden, the student ran off, and as I turned my head to the right, boom, someone hit me with an object and directly in my mouth. So I had to go through surgery twice, and I was on a liquid diet for 4 to 6 weeks, meaning I'm going to eat like applesauce or anything that's salt. And after I had to get archboards taken out, and I was on a liquid diet for another 4 to 6 weeks, and this incident happened at another school.
Hey everybody, my name is Mackenzie Knaps, and just like all of you, I'm a freshman. First of all, I want to thank Rachel for asking me to be a part of her senior project on bullying, and I would like to commend her on her topic. Bullying is a huge problem within all schools. However, I believe people sharing their experiences can be a crucial part of either stopping and solving or decreasing the problem. Hopefully by sharing my story, others will be inspired to share theirs as well, and together we can all put a complete end to bullying. From K4 through 6th grade, I attended a Christian private school with 24 kids in my whole grade. In addition to that, we were all like a big family, and I never really knew what the word "mean" really meant until I switched to Central Middle School in 7th grade. Even though it was a big transition, I thought it was going to be fine. I mean, I already knew a group of kids at the school, and I thought that they were all my friends. I thought that they were all my friends. I was so wrong. That same group of friends were the same people who continuously talked and made up rumors about me, and at some points, they completely ignored me. However, there was one specific person who on numerous occasions would try to intimidate me. He would purposely bump into me in the halls. He would say the most hateful things to his friends about me, and he would make sure that they were loud enough to where I could hear them. He would get other people to come up to me and tell me how I just didn't have any friends and pretty much just how much of a loser I was. Sometimes I would find myself believing them. Though none of these people ever saw me cry, I did. It was very hard. They made me feel like I wasn't good enough, even though I knew I hadn't said or done anything. My parents still had to remind me of the genuine, good-hearted person I was. They had to remind me of the person that God simply wanted me to be, and He simply wanted me to be myself. With that reminder, I could have easily lost myself forever in a matter of a couple weeks. Therefore, I stood strong in my beliefs and I maintained my individuality. I got a lot of advice from my parents and from a couple of teachers, and in the end I ended up standing up to the bully on my own. I created this incredible backbone for myself, and once I did, the bullying stopped. This backbone is going to carry me through the rest of my life, and in the end, the joke is on them. Because my bullying experience has only made me stronger and more determined to be the very best person, and most importantly, me, that I can be. So if there's one piece of advice that I could give to someone who's being bullied, it's to remember that you are who you are, and you should be proud and embrace yourself. And for all of you